Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel live stream. Welcome to my collection videos. What am I gonna do? Honor 4 years of Pixar. Got nearly every single of them. Yeah, but I'm not cleaning these two because they're like miscellaneous only. Yeah, because they're only really special, so they're only like that. So I'm not counting that. So yeah, as you can see, it is nearly grown throughout this year. Pixar movie collection has grown throughout the year. Last time we have like a few of them. I believe I have like few of them, but with the international. But looking at now, I have literally every single them with the U.S., Spain, Australia, and UK. Every single of them. Which is gonna be Toy Story 5 this year. Which is the first one to Toy Story 5 to the new movie of the Hoopers and Toy Story 5. Which I have nearly growing. And this will be 40th anniversary of Pixar. My God, a long time ago. 4 decades. So, yeah, it's starting in the 90s, 2000, and 2010s, and 2020s. They only have two films to come out. So, here we go for the Pixar. Here we go. Starting with 1995, the very first film. Toy Story, the 10th anniversary. This is when they were celebrating their 10-year anniversary. So, here's the front, spine, and the back. So here's leaflet and booklet and disc 1, disc 2. Yeah, if you want to watch my live stream video, go get some water and snack time because you don't have to watch the seats. Some other stuff. Some old stuff never make anymore. I'm doing all Pixar collection because look at that. It's nearly grown. So what I think about Toy Story actually is good. It's a classic. I'm just gonna give classic film. Like Tim Allen and Tom Hanks did a really good job with the voicing both of them. And Don Riggles did a fantastic voice, Mr. Potato Head. And this is the first only two to have Slinky voiced by Jim Varney. Also, this was also known as the Ernest. So that was Toy Story. Moving on to re-release. This is re-release. This is the original has the original master. Well, this one has the remaster. It has the intro with the Walt Disney. With this one was replacements. And the full music logo was cut. Instead of the original music, they cut this part. Here's the front, spine, and the back. Here's disc, Woody and Buzz. It's in there. Alright, to the next movie. A Bug's Life from 1998. This DVD came out in 1999. Second movie ever made. Here's the front, spine, and the back. Here's the disc. Really old classic, old 90s. There's a chapter guide selection. So Bugs Life. It's not bad, but it's not bad for the movie. So I'm just gonna say that movie is all right for me. Some actors, and remember in Toy Story 2 trailer, they were originally gonna have Bugs Life 2, but it was never got for unknown reasons. That was Bugs Life. Now we have 2-disc edition from 2003. Alright, there's disc 1 and disc 2. Some different style. That was Bugs Life. Now, moving on to Toy Story 2. 3 copies of Toy Story 2. So, yep. Got the Australian version, the original Australian with the original one. There's 2-disc edition, 2005, and the 2010 version. So, yeah. We'll start Australia copy. So, yeah. So, here's front, spine, puppeteer, Buzz, and Woody, and the back. This is the last 1990s in the Pixar films. So, yeah. Here's the disc, and it shows chapter search. Break. Okay, so we got the back. We have aliens. So, yeah. And Australia version doesn't even contain any trailers whatsoever. Does not have a trailer. So, yeah. And to this edition from 2005. So, yeah. Here's disc 1, disc 2, and disc 2 for bonus features. Yeah, here's some leaflet. And here's Toy Story 2 2010 re-release with the replacement of the original one. So yeah, here's front and the back. There's disc Woody and Buzz and Jessie. So, what do I think about Toy Story 2? Actually, that was also classic. That was my childhood I used to watch when I was a kid. So, yeah. Because I like how funny part when, I remember when Woody found out he was gonna, when Wheezy was gonna sold, yard sale, but Woody ended up copying you, and then Buster the dog, Annie's dog, Buster went too fast, and Woody fell off, and then Al the toy barn, Al stole Woody's toys, and then just moved to the other hotel. So yeah, I have no idea why they ever got it. And then also they have 2 Buzz Lightyear styles. Yeah, which I'm not joking. So yeah, and this will be also happening like in years later for like 50 of them in the Toy Story 5. It will be happening like double of them. So yeah. So overall, Toy Story 5 is a good movie, and also it is Wheezy's replaced. You Got a Friend of Me version. So yeah. And this is also the and this is the first 2 Toy Story film. Doesn't even include in Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 are only movies doesn't feature the song at the beginning. So yeah, it is only featured to not have songs, but the song has middle part for Toy Story 4. So yeah, we'll get to there. So yeah, so overall Toy Story 2 is classic. Moving on to 2000s. Next one is Monsters Inc. from 2002, but this movie was released in 2001. So this movie's gonna be 25 years old. My gosh. Can't believe it. So yeah. So yeah, here's front, spine, and the back. Here are disc 1 and disc 2. There's some leaflets. Whoops. Hi, what's up? Okay. As you can see, there are like a lot of options. So yeah. Put it back there. And some offer from Disney, but doesn't exist anymore. So yeah. Monsters Inc. This movie was really good for me. I remember when I watched it a long time when I was a kid. So yeah. It was so good, I think, but I think it was the first 2000 film. So yeah. Oh yeah, some people think that the 9/11 was mentioned, but the other one doesn't. So yeah, I don't know why they just did it. So overall, Monsters Inc. was classics. So yeah, moving on to the next film is Finding Nemo. So yep, and it's the UK and the US. Yep, we're starting the US copy. So yeah, here's front, spine, and the back, slick cover. Snapper case, I don't know why. So this one, this two for bonus features, yeah. And some leaflet, booklets, yeah. Disc 1 and disc 2. Here's that, and some other stuff. So, yep. And the UK copies. Yep, same, but the UK rated. And you contains Mar Pearl, I think. Disc 1, same disc 1, same disc 2. But the difference is the UK version didn't have a lot of pages. You only have one page, and that's it. And this is the UK one. So yeah. Just have a British one. So yeah, Playhouse Disney. Some Disney DVD available to buy. And Lion King show. So yeah. Alright, so Finding Nemo. Wow, that movie was really, really good movies. Yeah, it's really good. I like how they added some characters right here. So yeah, it's a good film, but unlike some film, every movie has Pizza Planet, like some scenes. So yeah. Like, yeah, this has a like movie everywhere, like Pizza Planet. So yeah. So yeah, it's shiny covers, very nice slick covers. Yeah. So I'm describing about what Marlin and his her son Nemo just gonna touch the boat, and then Goggles was gonna grab him, and then Marlin just gonna chase him, and then Bo just ran away, went poof in the air. Yeah. Yeah. How crazy was that? So yeah. Overall, Finding Nemo was pretty also good films. Yep. Stay still. Stay moist. Okay, next one is The Incredibles from 2004. So, yep. And this is 2005 home media. So, yep. So, yeah, here's front, spine, and the back. There's disc 1, disc 2. Okay, there's this. And the widescreen version. Slick cover, nice. Okay, same disc 1, disc 2 for bonus features. So yeah, not going to show a booklet again, but the other one has it. So yep. Some other booklets. So yeah. And some other Blu-ray advertisements. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's nice. Hi, the real. Those are Pungy. What's up? So yeah, nice to meet you. So yeah. One thing about The Incredibles. So yeah. I think this is actually a really good superhero. So yeah. I'm like Bob Helm, like superhero when, and like Bob was having and wearing super suit originally blue suit, but when Bob and Helen got older, his old suit was nowhere used, so they had to get a new one, replace the new logo. So yeah. And they got their own kits like Jack and File and Dash. So yeah. And if you look back here, oh yeah, as you can see, there's THX in the back there. So yeah, which never knows that. So yep. Which, this is a really good movie. This was going to be 22 years old film. Can't believe it. So, yeah. So, overall, Incredibles was the classic. But Jack, on the other hand, if you look at Jack, he doesn't have enough screen time until 14 years, whopping 14 years later. So, yeah, he won't get enough screen time for Jack. He won't get her own power until you're 14 years later. So, yeah. Stand up. So, yep. And this was Jack before he was in Incredibles 2 was announced. Yep. All right, next one is 20 years. Gonna be 20 years. Cars from 2006. Yep. There's the front, spine, and the back. Slip cover. There it is. Widescreen version. Yeah, here's the disc and leaflet. As you can tell that. Actually, this is the first Cars movies to come out. So, yep. Cars. Wow, that movie was really rock and roll. So, yep. Really better than my opinion is Cars 2. So, yeah, I'm just gonna like the film. So, yeah, we'll get to there. So, yeah. Cars 2. I like that movie so much. Yeah, so Toy Story 2 was the last, and this is the last Pixar film to be TASX logo. So yeah, before they stop using it throughout, starring in Ratatouille onwards, it will not have that logo. THX logo. So yep, and it's really good. They're like, and unlike Toy Story, they got a famous song. You Got a Friend in Me. So yeah, this song, it features like Night Was a Highway and some other songs. So yeah, like the main characters, Owen and Lightning McQueen, Owen Wilson did a fantastic job. So yeah, for Lightning McQueen. So yeah, this is also a really good film. So yeah, if you want to watch it, that's good. You can watch it. So after Ratatouille, I don't have Ratatouille. I'll get it soon, which is WALL-E from 2008. So yeah, this came with cover style. So yeah, the front and the back, spine and the back. Maybe 2 disc editions. So yeah. No. Here's the disc. WALL-E and Evie. So yep. So WALL-E. Unlike everyone has talking, WALL-E don't speak. So yeah. And it's the maybe only movie main character not speaking. So yeah. Which is a really good film, how clean up some stuff, like out of nowhere, Evie just came out of nowhere following him. So yeah. I don't know what describes this because I just know what to say, but it's alright, but yeah. So that was WALL-E. Next one is Up. This is Spanish release. Yep, this is from the last film of the 2000s. So yeah. Here's front, spine, and back. There's the disc. Alright, so Up. This movie was kind of okay, I think, but yeah. I think when Carl was just having an old time when he was getting up the bed. He was having broke, so he has to use chair to go down and slide. So yeah. So as you know, why this and the balloon just growing and then his house just yellow color house just move up and it goes around the place. And I saw Russell just following him, and I was like, what the heck just came out of nowhere? So yeah. And I like how Doc has a voice, the talking with some chest. So yeah. So overall, Up was a pretty good film. So yeah. And the next one is first 2010s. Toy Story 3. That's right. Oh boy. Toy Story 3. So yep. another favorite film. So yeah, so different covers. So yeah, you could tell they're Sunnyside daycare inside, and they're skipping Sunnyside outside. So yeah, here's front, spine, and the back. The disc, and some Disney movie awards, but let me show you that. And no, I'm not showing that. We're just gonna show toys. There it is, and they don't exist anymore. So here's this very shiny, and the UK version. We have different cover right here. We're just running outside. Like, why everybody's running? Yeah, because they're escaping to go back Annie's house. Yeah, here's front, spine, and the back. Whoops, there's disc. And Boeing's greatest disc. Wow. Never noticed that. And rated U from the UK contains mild violence and scary scenes. So yeah. So what do I think about Toy Story 3? It's a pretty good movie, I think, for my opinion. So yeah. I like how when Annie got older, she was gonna get rid of some stuff, and then Woody was about to bring college, and then Woody just escaped from Annie's house, and then she was going Sunnyside daycare, and then Woody was forced him to go back. All his friends go back to Annie's house, yeah, and then Woody just fly off with this, I think, and then his flight was not working, so it blew up high and went in the air, and then Woody just fell off the ground, and he just lose his brown cowboy hat. And then the girl named Bonnie, so he grabbed Woody and then take to Bonnie's house, yeah. And after know that, Woody was left behind, so he has to go find Woody, and then he found Woody's on the Sunnyside daycare in this castle inside, I think, the Myth Toys, yeah. And they just ask him to escape. And then Woody and Buzz just end up escaping Lotso because Lotso was just scaring Woody and Buzz's gang. I'm just like, I don't know why they're scaring him, because they're gonna revenge him. He's the good guy, but they're gonna revenge him, throw him away. So they went to escape, and they're going to a trash can. So yeah, and after in the morning, they just finally completely okay, and then go back to Annie's house, and then Annie just pack it up because he has to go say goodbye to her mom, and then he goes to college, and then she gives away to Bonnie. See, yep. And that's where Toy Story ends. But no, this fourth one will take place after Toy Story 3. See, yeah. Which we'll have to wait to see. See, yeah. That was Toy Story 3. Which this is a pretty good film. See, yeah. All right, on to the next film, which is 4 copies of Cars 2. Wow. Oh my gosh. So, yep. Got the UK version, US and Australia. So yeah, here's the famous front cover, Cars 2, because people didn't like that film because Mayor was annoying. So yeah, her front, spine, and the back. And yeah, this is a Blu-ray and 2 discs. Yeah, here's Blu-ray and the DVD. And here's Australia copy. See, yep. Rated PG in Australia. See, yep. Here's disc. And it shows the background and the Japanese Tokyo Racing Tour. See, yep. Here's the UK version. So, first version. So yeah, different front cover. So yeah, Disney Movie Award. There's this, and this is 2012 reprint. Yeah, I can see 2012 reprint without Disney Movie Awards. Yeah, and the disc. So what do I think about Cars 2? It's not good for me because I'm like, Racing Tour was good, but I'm sorry, but Mayor was stopped talking about it won't be quiet because he kept talking about yip yapping all the time. Yeah, I don't know why Major was yip yapping too much. So yeah, I don't know why they just literally yell that much. And I also like, Lightning McQueen was racing like a lot of times. So yeah, and then when from Japan to United Kingdom. So yeah, which does a lot. So yeah, and then Holly's like, I'm Major's girlfriend. I don't know why. Yeah, because some people think that they have a U.S. and British accents. So yeah, they're both British and they're both Americans. So yeah. So yeah, other than that, some other cars went and some other place. Yeah, and U.S. version has Jeff on it. Well, this Australian version has the cars with the yellow one has Frosty in there for some reason. So yeah, yeah. Please, if you don't like cartoon but film, but that's fine. So yeah. All right, that's Cars 2. So, yep. All right, so the next one is Brave from 2012. So, yep, here's front, spine, and the back. So here's disc and some other leaflets. Yeah, but Disney movie awards don't exist. So Brave. What am I gonna say? Actually, it was pretty alright for me because actually it was a pretty good film, but yeah. I like how some Merida is Scottish. So, yeah. This film was pretty nostalgic for me. So, yeah. This movie was pretty good, not bad for the film. So, yeah, but other than that, it was not good for the film, but I was just gonna like it. So, yeah, but that was Brave. Always skip to Coco. So, yeah. This is the Star Blu-ray edition. So yeah, here's front. This is from 2017 movie. So yep. So yep, and some. Here's the DVD, Blu-ray. Oh yeah, here's Blu-ray, DVD, and bonus materials. So yep. So yeah. So yeah, in the movie Coco movie was take place to Mexico. So yep. And in Cars 2 took place Japan and Italy and US and Cars 2 took place US, Japan, Italy, and England in United Kingdom. So yeah. Hold on just a moment. So Coco. Amigos. Yep. Coco was a good film. I like his rocking music, but then I remember I like to sing when other families and he told them no music or no music house. Yeah, which and then that Miguel was singing about Mexico. He wants to be a famous acoustic Mexican guitar acoustics. Yep, which I don't know why because yeah, he's a great singer. So, yeah. So otherwise, Coco was good movies. Yeah. And next one is The Incredibles 2. So, yep. In the US and UK. So, yep. And this is the first Incredibles movie since the first one back in 2004. So 14 years later, we got the film. So, yeah. So here's front, spine, and the back. Here's just Bob and Helen and the UK version. So, yep. So here's front and the back. And PG contains more bad language. So yeah. Here's disc. Once again, boring grayish discs. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it right here because I don't need both. I'm just gonna one at a time. What do I think about this film? So yeah. What do I think the film? Honestly, it's a good movie, but yeah. I remember when I saw the theaters back in 2018. I remember when I saw the first movie theaters Incredible for the first time. So yeah, I was 11 years old back in 2018. So yeah. So yeah, I remember that film was a really good film. I just love to see how Bob and Helen and Dash Violet comes back. And then for the first time, Jack has a power on it. So yeah. Which, yeah. So, yeah. And also, Dash has a new voice. So yeah. So yeah, other than that, and his bonus feature is both. So, yeah. And this movie was really good in my opinion. So that was back in the day. So yeah, that was Incredibles 2. On to the next film, which was Toy Story 4. So yep. So yeah, here's front, spine, and back. Here's this with Forky. So Toy Story 4. I like that movie. Yeah. I also went to theaters as well 1 year later, back in 2019. So yeah, for real. Yeah, I remember I went to theaters, yeah, for Toy Story. So yeah. But the first Toy Story 3 I see on theaters, but this is the first time I see on theater. But it's the second time I went on theaters, yeah. So, I'm glad they brought the actors back. So yeah, and Don Rickles died in 2017. And this is the last time you see Nostalgia Harris voice Mr. Potato Head. So yeah. Yeah, and for Toy Story 5, and since Nostalgia Harris and Don Rickles is no longer with us for the Potato Head, that means they're gonna have a new voice. They're gonna have a new voice. They're gonna have a new actor. So yeah, overall, Toy Story 4 was a continuous situation. So yeah, and Jesse didn't get a role, so Bo Peep was the first lead role since Toy Story 2. So yeah, here we go. Next one is Lightyear, 2022 movies. Yep. I don't have Onwards, Turning Red, and what else? Soul and and Lucas. So yeah, I don't have that much. So yeah, hopefully in the future I'll get these more. So yeah. So here's front, spine, and the back. Disc with boring grayish discs. Yeah. So Lightyear. Honestly, I don't know what fans didn't like the movie because some people think that Lightyear was a rip-off movie of Toy Story, but yeah, and this is so far the only movie of spin-off movies, yeah. So yeah, and it has trailer feature Buzz in it, so yeah. So yeah, honestly, it's not a bad movie, but it's not good for that film, so yeah. And I like how some actor did a good job for the Buzz, so yeah. Yeah, but other than that, Lightyear was, nah. So, yep. But, yeah. And finally, we have the last one. Well, I have to get Elio soon. Well, here's the last one I have. Is Inside Out 2. So, yep. So, yeah, this is US and the UK. So, yeah. And Lightyear was the last Pixar movie to release Australia in Disney, but they stopped release 1 year later in 2023. So yeah, I don't know why they stopped because Australia was less popular and it did streaming service. So yeah. So yeah, here's the US. So here's front, spine, and the back. Here's disc and the UK. So yeah. And here's the disc with the artwork. So yeah. So, Inside Out 2. Well, it's a good movie. I'm glad I see Joy and the other gang for returning. Well, except for Fear and Disgust for the original voice actor was not returned. So they recast it. So, yeah. I don't know why they recast it because they just didn't do that much for Inside Out. So, yeah. So yeah, but other than that, and if it features like anxiety, these two and the other one embarrassing. So yeah, they're like every actor. So yeah, and glad they brought these three original actors. Yeah, but except Fear and Disgust are not returning. So yeah, which I don't know why. It's because because the cast was no longer needed, so they recast a much better voice. Yeah. So other than that, Inside Out 2 was alright and good. So, yep. And that is it. My Pixar DVD collection 40 years ago. So, yep. I have a ton of them. You can tell they're really grown that much. So, yeah. But let me show you the menu, what it looks like for that, for Australia one. Yeah, this Toy Story 2 was the last Pixar film to release 1990s. Up was the last film of 2000. Toy Story 4 was the last film of 2010s. Yeah. And onwards the first movie of 2020s. Yeah, before it was COVID pandemics. Yeah. I don't know why. So yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah, Up is in my own, and this is my only Pixar movie I have as a Mexican DVDs. Yeah, which, yeah, I'm like so glad, but I need to get 2020s a lot, which are Turning Red, Luca, Elio, the Hoopers coming soon, Toy Story 5, Soul Onwards, yeah, and Elemental, yeah. Oh yeah, and starting Elemental onwards, it will not contain Australia release on physical media whatsoever. So yeah, which that's unfortunate. They only make like few of them, but Elemental, Inside Out 2, and the Hoopers, Toy Story 5 will not be released Australian TV at all because they stopped making it in August 2023. So yeah, I'm so glad I got every grown this year. So yeah. Hopefully in the future I'll get these more Australia Pixar collection for honoring of for discontinued since 2023. Yeah, 2023 was 3 years ago. So yeah. Wow, it's a long time. Well, it's like not much ago. So yeah. So yeah, which I'm glad I got Incredibles 1 and 2 films. Yeah. Hope you'll get Inside Out in DVD, which I have Blu-ray right here, which Inside Out and Toy Story 3 in UK Blu-ray, yeah. Which as you can see in the back there, yep. So you see there, yep. So anyways, guys, if you haven't already, click that subscribe my channel. You give a thumbs up, yep. And I'm gonna do some other things. Will be anniversary coming soon, yeah. Yeah, and my fans out there, thanks for watching. If you heard this channel, click that subscribe button. I'll almost hit 9,000 subscribers. So yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day. And have a wonderful day for Pixar. You can watch the movie like Inside Out 2, Incredibles, Toy Story, Cars, Finding Nemo, and Coco, Brave, or even Lightyear, etc. for the film. So yeah. Or Monsters Inc. or Monster University. So yeah. So I think that's it. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Cheers. Goodbye to infinity and beyond. And happy 40th anniversary for the Pixar franchise.